Around 10,000 Americans retire every day. Some of them buy annuities for lifetime income, while others take income from a portfolio while they ride the market. Our guest today believes there's a better, more balanced way for you to plan for and enjoy retirement. He's a Kinplinger contributor, a radio personality, a financial advisor, a tax professional, and the Amazon best-selling author of the book, How to Retire on Time. We want to welcome in Mike Decker. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Of course. Okay, so obviously by the title of your book, everybody wants to do just that. So what does it mean to retire on time?
You know, it's more of an emotional question than a financial question, in my opinion, because we're not really built for retirement. We have to be able to transition from work, which gives us purpose, into another phase of life, but it has to give us purpose. We have to want to do something else. You don't quit work and then do nothing. That's actually bad for you.
Yeah. So how does someone take their investments then and their savings and turn it all into retirement income?
You know, it's funny you ask the question because the two most common ways I see are people just put all their assets at risk and then draw income. And that's, I don't think, in your best interest. That's a very wild ride.
Yeah.
But then a lot of people are, out of fear, buying an annuity and turning on guaranteed income for life. And they don't realize the inflationary risk that that income might not keep up with inflation. If taxes go up, it might get more uncomfortable as well. There's all sorts of nuance with these two very extreme kind of cookie cutter strategies.
Your book goes into detail, a lot of important information, but one of those things is the reservoir strategy in your book. What's that all about?
You know, it's this idea that anyone can implement, and it just says that when markets are down, you need to draw income from an account that has principal protection, whether that's CDs, treasuries. I don't really care what it is, the investment of the product. It's just that when markets go down, you can't draw income out of those accounts that have lost money and accentuate those losses. So instead of keeping everything at risk, just have something in the principal protected account.
So kind of like just a safe strategy, almost like diversifying a little bit all the things that you're doing with your portfolio.
But not diversification with ambiguity. You've got to get very deliberate in how much and where and why. It's difficult to implement, but it's easy to understand. That's why I explain it in the book. I take the time and go through and help people understand this concept.
Absolutely. Okay, so what else should be part of a retirement plan then?
It's all connected. So a lot of people will just say, I've solved it, but they're forgetting taxes, they're forgetting healthcare planning, they're forgetting all sorts of these other elements. And when it comes down to it, efficiency is key. It's all connected.
You keep mentioning, too, that all of this is in your book, and it's such important information. And there's something very exciting happening, too. You're actually giving the book away. Why are you doing that?
I'm concerned right now that there are two indicators that are very prominent in the market, and they're both going off at the same time. Okay, that's kind of rare. The thing that really concerns me, frankly, is just if these indicators are accurate, if they're right, then that means there's a market crash ahead of us. They've gotten it right almost every single time for the last 40 years. And if people are putting all their assets at risk, if the markets were to go down, that could compromise your ability to retire on time. And if you lock up all of your assets at risk out of fear of these indicators, well, that could compromise your lifestyle as well. And so we don't want to take an emotional position and react emotionally. We want to take a more deliberate approach into the investments, the planning, the strategies, and everything that creates your quality of life in retirement.
I love the options that you guys offer. Mike, thank you so much for chatting with us, too, and thank you for telling us a little bit about the book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. And for a limited time, like we said, Mike has agreed to give away digital copies of his book, How to Retire on Time. Those who text in now will also get access to several bonuses, including the audiobook, a retirement planning workbook, and much more. You'll also get instant access to his digital course, Your Social Security Simplified, which is normally $200. So here's what you need to do. Text RETIRE to 913-363-1234. That's RETIRE to 913-363-1234. You'll get a link, enter some basic information, and get instant access.